Good morning, everybody, and welcome once again to the 72nd episode of Empowering Morning Conversations. And as you know, we are doing this so that we don't get influenced by all the negativity that surrounds us. So we become positive, we go out into the world spreading positivity. So I call ourselves positivity catalyst. So thank you very much for being here once again, and thank you for the new people who are joining us. And I'm going to request my dear good friend um, Vetrivel to take on for the next 10 15 minutes. So welcome, Vetrivel.
Thank you very much, sir. It's always a great feeling to see all the energetic people here. Before getting into that, can we have a big smile? Because we have a meaning to smile. We have a purpose to smile here. Because we are all positive catalyst. I like Hasinaji. Thank you very much. Oh, unfortunately, I saw Puneet's camera. Excellent. One of my friend asked me, "You go regularly to empowering morning conversation. What is it you learned?" I told him I learned so many things. Then he asked me, "Give me a little, no? I saw that I can understand." I said, "I learned two C's." What? You mean crow? No, two C's. The first C is choice. I learned that I do have choice. What is that second C? Second C is create. You have the power to create. This is the greatest learning, and I am sure that all of our friends must have got so many other learnings. With this choice to create, what do you want to create? Of course, yes, we want to create a happy life, right? Let us start with creating a happy feeling first. Are you all ready? When I say one, two, three, we are going
Yes,
to
yes.
thank you for the participation. When I say one, two, three, we are going to do that our own flagship happy exercise, which is a laughter exercise. Two things. When we do laughter exercise, we are going to do it silently. Second thing, we are going to give 100% for a minute. Before getting into the laughter exercise, I want all of you to do a small exercise. Okay, if you come on camera and participate, it will benefit you as well as all of us. Thank you very much for that. Sit straight. Do a long three breath. I like this sincere participation. Okay. Now, before getting into laughter exercise, we are going to pronounce three letters three times. I pronounce first time, listen carefully, then you pronounce it. It has a meaning, it has exercise. Those letters are Q, E, Q, O.
Q
Q
E
Q O
Q
Great.
O
Let's do three times. Q,
Q E
Q E
Q,
Q
Q O
O.
O
Great.
O
Q
Q,
E Q O
E,
E Q O
O. All, no small letters, all capital letters. Q,
Q E
E
Q,
Q
O.
O
O.
Ow.
Excellent,
Ow.
excellent. Now, with that exercise, we did enough warm up of our jaws. Let's go to laughter exercise. When I say one, two, three, 100%, give your 100% and silently. Ready, set, go. One, two, three. If your belly didn't shake enough, you didn't laugh. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Excellent. Now you again one more time do a long breath.
No, but you just laugh and you finish. Tula diarrhea, nothing.
And Chitra, can you just mute your camera? Mike, thank you. And I want you to just say your thumbs up if your mood got changed. You are feeling happy? Wonderful. This is the greatest exercise we will learn. One of the greatest exercises we will learn from this forum, and it is with us to create this happy feeling all the time. I want to quickly put two thoughts which I have been contemplating. We are doing so many things, reading, attending seminars, going to the masters, everything. We all have got a thought in our mind about how do we want to get remembered. Of course, after some time, isn't it? We all have that deeper feeling inside. I was going through, I was listening to a radio channel. It is on Father's Day. The Ajay was asking a question. What is the one good quality you like in your father and which you want to implement in your life? So many sharings. Some of the sharings were eye-opening. One guy said, he's a 30 years old guy. He said, I never seen my father fighting with her mother. Even if they have little quarrels, it will be settled in 10-15 minutes. And one more beautiful thing he said, my father never eat food if somebody gives him in the plate. He always eats when her mother gives. Being a son and daughter, they have a jealous about their own parents because they are such a happy couple. Is it not wonderful? And another guy said, oh, he's a 30 years old guy. He's remembering about his father's quality. He says, I have never seen him getting angry. All his 30 years. How wonderful it is. And one more girl said, wherever his father goes, comes back tired after office hours or so many problems, when he enters the house, he never forget to smile. Isn't that so wonderful? Live about leaving the legacy, making so much of money. At least people should remember us for this happy and smiling and funny person. We like people only those who has got all these qualities. Great. Now, with this thought, we are going to do a sharing. This time, I request, sir, I will ask everyone to share one happy experience which they gone through and they want to recreate here, so that we all will laugh and they will got that feeling one more time. With your permission, sir, let me just start doing it. I want volunteers. I want everyone to share one of their happy feeling. You start think about that, and you want challenge is you have to recreate this feeling here. You should feel happy. We should feel happy. It is not conditioned that it should be very laughing moment, but happy feeling. Okay, you are all set, ready? Kuldeep ji, can you just mute your mic?
हाँ yeah. Hello हाँ हाँ
Now you can start thinking about the happy feeling which you are going to, happy experience which you are going to share here. That should be a quick one. Who is going first?
Yeah, I will tell.
Please, Suresh.
Right. I think, I mean, I don't miss any rasa. All navarasas I get every day. And उसमें क्रोध रसा ज़्यादा हो जाता है कभी कभी. Otherwise, people say that, okay, he should not miss any rasa. All navarasas they will give me.
What you mean is the Andhra rasa, correct?
Whatever.
Okay, I want you to share one happy feeling where you encountered, you felt happy. I want you to share that.
Yeah, when I lost, I can say, Happiness, I mean, I don't remember. Many times I'm happy. I mean,
Sure.
I don't know one reason.
How about sharing the time when you cut the cake in your office
Yeah.
and you were dancing like this, like this, like this? That was not a happy time of your life?
It was ultimate. घर में नहीं होता, ऑफिस में हो जाता है कई बहुत सारे.
We will discuss that about little later.
Separately.
But thank you, Surejji. That was wonderful because we know that you are a very happy person.
Yeah.
And who is going next? Sandeep is getting ready. Yes, Sandeep, go ahead, please.
We are sharing happy moments, isn't it? Yesterday.
One
Yes.
happy experience.
Yesterday was one of the most exciting, fantastic day for me. I had two cousins who visited me. We had lunch together, and he visited us after almost 20 years. And at evening around 5 o'clock, my birthday falls on Saturday. So he said, Sandeep, I'm going to Pune. I will be coming on next Tuesday. So he came up with a big cake and all. In fact, 2 years back also he came up with the cake, but I was out that time. This time he caught me at home, and I had no words, because when people love you so much, I think the purpose of life, the meaningful and purposeful life, that somewhere gets achieved. So it was a fantastic day. It was a day full of energy. It was a day full of enthusiasm. It was a day with all positivity. And it was a fantastic, fantastic day, I think. I look forward to not many days like this, like yesterday.
Wonderful, Sandeep. We can see that from your face. Thank you for sharing that. And it need not be yesterday. One good happy feeling or even a humorous moment also. I would like to share that. It happens always, but I don't tell it outside. Even in our Get What You Want SaaS program and other program also, we have some guys, a certain community. You can understand the people who got moon on their head. One of my friends is a very sincere student. Whatever sir says, he listens and he just asked out everything. But he has got one peculiar habit. He has big note, and whatever sir says an important point, he takes notes. When he takes notes, what he'll do unknowingly, still I doubt still he didn't realize that. He comes closer to the camera, he take notes like this. He will expose complete his ball head to the camera, and everybody will wonder what is this next moon in the morning. So whenever he takes notes, instead of I take notes, I will watch him and I laugh fun. But I didn't tell him so far.
You told him now.
I understand, sir. We'll go for few more share if we have a time. Raghu
is ready.
I will go for it, sir. Good morning, sir, and good morning, everyone. Special good morning to Vetrivel to start with the laugh. For me, it's very difficult, but after listening, every time whenever I listen to you, without knowing, I'll start laughing. I know that you're coming to crack a joke. Today, it's not a joke, but the thought which just came to my mind while I was writing something, that the God has given us two eyes, which always for us to look forward. It is not always to look backwards what happens. Most of our life, what we do, whatever happens in the past, we look and live on it or dwell on it. But rather than, he always shows that there is a good opportunities in front of you. It is just next to you, in front of you, and your footstep. But we never ready to accept that beautiful things which what you see in front of the eyes. So that's why I think probably he has given two eyes, and it's in the front face, not in the back face. This it came
2 years also.
2 years also, yes. That is, yeah. So that's the one which I came and I was shared with my wife. So today morning. And one more thing which what this forum made thing is, I used to ask my son to wake up every time. Today he just woke up. Before I come and sitting over here, he was in the seat. That was a good change in him, and I could able to tell him also about one quote. I think yesterday or day for yesterday, sir mentioned about if you have a good thoughts, dwell on it for 14, whatever the hours you're living. Why we have to get into the bad thoughts? Some of the things I think is it affects him directly or indirectly, which I can see a positive change in him. So that I would like to share with the people as well as the entire group. Thanks for that, sir, and thanks for all the people who shares the real life experience of this.
Thank you, Raghu. Today I have to make a note of this date because today only I realized the one particular purpose why God made our eyes in front of my face. Excellent.
He should have also given us blinkers, because there's some guys always looking here and there. They should look straight.
That we come to forum like this, just be pi and focus on our goals. Sir. Thank you very much for that. Yes, and I want somebody to share. Before that, I want Niti ji to just remove that hand from there. Go ahead, Ji.
Good morning. I think one of the most recent and a very, very happy moment for me was in 2016 when it was my parents' golden anniversary. And just the way I had planned to do their celebration, I was able to do it 100%. We had 150 people dinner party in Calcutta with just their group of friends. And a few weeks later, we had 100 people lunch in Delhi with their first cousins. So we got to celebrate with their friends also and with their family. First cousins in Delhi and my brother-in-law and nephew who live in US were able to travel and the whole family was able to be together. So that is very, very memorable. All generations, everybody was able to join the celebration. So that is my cherished memory, most recent cherished memory. Thank you.
Wonderful. And whenever you want, you can go back to that memory and cherish. And sorry for going a little overboard and asking you to remove the hand, because what we learned, the greatest lesson is our body posture influences our feeling. We learned this from this forum again. So why not we do that? Because unknowingly we do some postures and it gives us some different feeling. Thank you very much for that, and it's a very good share. Sir, do we have a time?
Yeah, you've got time.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, the laughter queen of empowering morning conversation, Hasina ji, please go ahead.
Yeah, my happiest moment was when my children celebrated my 80th birthday. It was a sheer surprise. I was in the house, they packed 4 bags, they put it in the car, and then we were going out. They said, we are going to celebrate your birthday 2 days earlier because we are too busy on Sunday. So then we went out for lunch. After that, we didn't come home. We went to Renaissance for 4 days holiday. It was a wonderful, wonderful time, this memory I have got. And they had they made a video of all the family members talking positive things about me, which was really too good to hear. And of course, cutting off the cake was great fun. Thank you very much.
How beautiful. By just telling, we can feel that how much you must have got enjoyed. It is the real meaning of life, no? Sir used to mention.
I will never forget. I will never forget this.
Yes. Having those kind of a loving relationship in our life is itself a blessing. Thank you for sharing that, Hasina ji. Who is going? Anybody can crack a joke also.
May I share? May I share?
Yeah.
Sir.
I have got a recent moment also and older moments also, which is the command of our friend Mr. Vetrible to share. Yesterday, I called somebody who has to fill up the ink in my printer, computer printer. I was calling him 3-4 days. He was giving time, not coming and not informing me also. So I have told him in a little clear voice that at least if you are not able to come, at least you must inform me that you are not coming. So I should not be waiting for you. Well, no, sir. Today I'll certainly come. I'll come at 4 o'clock. and he didn't come at 4 o'clock. But he rang me up. Sir, what is happening? Here there is a rain, and I am just about 2.5 kilometers from your house, but I just cannot come because rain is there. So what should I do? Since he was repeating the same type of excuse one or the other, I was about to tell him in little terse language that it is not on. But then I suddenly realized we learned only yesterday or day before that we have to enroll people. We have not to diminish their self-esteem. So I told him, no problem. Rain is there. Pune is otherwise drizzling and raining. So I don't want anything at the cost of your health. You do not come. If you comfortable, you come. Otherwise, you can come tomorrow. No, sir, no, तो अभी ट्रेन ठीक हो जाएगा और ये नहीं है और वो है बाद में हो जाएगा. नहीं, not to worry. At least your health is priority, not to worry. I'm concerned about your health, not to worry. Then he came in half an hour's time to my house. So it is not I'm not happy that he came. I am happy that I had a feeling that I could enroll him, and enrolling him empowered him. And that also empowered me in turn.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Amazing. What is the second one?
Second one is a old one. I was in my graduation, and I used to play. I used to play football, but because of some reasons, because of injury, the doctors told me that play some lighter game and go to badminton. So I started learning badminton. So in that college, it was a quite organized thing. There used to be 2 nets. One net is called A net and one is called a B net. And A net was the net where we used to get shuttles very often after 1 or 2 games, and B net is for others. And there was a proper selection for the A net. So depending upon the game, testing game. So I also appeared, but I was not selected. But I thought in my mind that there are some people who have been selected, I can play better than them. And there was a system that if you feel so, you can give a challenge to a person, and if you win, there will be best of 5 game, and if you win, and you will be in, he will be out. 5 rupees was the cost. I'm talking about 1969.
Not so many.
1969. 5 rupees also was a reasonable amount. So I gave a challenge, and the match was played, and I won the match. I won the match, I was in, he was out. The thing was, in the same year, there was a college championship, and I became the champion of the same college, on the same college where I was not selected even the preliminary for the first game. So then that moment was one of the happiest moments of my life, which I studied.
Amazing.
Fantastic.
Very inspiring story. Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. And every time when you share, we have a great message in it. And on a lighter note, I said this again. By sharing every day, we come to know that what kind of printer you have in your house, what car you drive, what t-shirt I bought, what function Niti went. We are becoming such a closer and closer.
Yeah, because sharing makes people get close.
Exactly.
Actually, I have one more suggestion for you.
Please.
Instead of lighter note, you can say laughter note.
Yeah, that's even better.
Raghu is always great.
All right.
Yeah. I want some more share from the people who has shared. Kunenji.
You've time for only one more.
Yes. In that case, I want someone to share one quick joke. Who is getting?
Joke?
Yes.
Joke. Joke.
Not joke.
The moment you said joke, it is choke, man.
And I want to tell you, sir, Raghu is such a person, very nice person, but his problem is he never laughs, he never smiles. But now
nowadays he started smiling.
He got changed completely after this EMC. I see him.
Thanks for the forum. For everyone.
There is a very interesting share written by Shri Javed Akhtar, and sung by Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan, you know. He says, आपसे मिलके हम कुछ बदल से गए, शेर पढ़ने लगे, गुनगुनाने लगे, पहले मशहूर थी हमारी संजीदगी, अब जब देखिए मुस्कुराने लगे. So we will translate it later. So continue.
Excellent, sir. Thank you very much. Since we have very less time, I want to share one thought which I learned from here. Everybody, when we go home after office or after traveling, what kind of version of us the home is expecting? Again, I want to dwell into the same thought. I have read so many poems saying that even that guy crosses 7 mountains, if that guy comes entering home with a smiling face, he's the greatest person. That is the version the home is waiting for. But what we do, I jokingly share with people, the guy is going to attend seminar on how to be happy with wife, 3 days seminar on Zoom call. He takes notes, he dress up well. On the seminar with the trainer, he is very smiley. He said, yes, sir. First point, super point. Second point, third point. The wife comes, seeing this guy's sincerity, gives coffee. Then suddenly this guy mutes mic and he says, oh, don't you see that? I'm attending camera. Everybody wants to see you on a nighty. This started. Then go. Okay. Then, sir, please tell me the second point, sir. How to be happy with my wife. No points for you. Are you getting it?
Yes.
All our intention is to be happy, to make others happy, but somehow we get locked. That lock will be released by person like Sukhdev. We are all made a right choice. Let us listen to them. Thank you for this opportunity, sir. Over to you.
Thank you. Kuldeep ji, time for your share on resistance, because that's the topic of the day.
सर ऐसा है कि लाइफ में हम बहुत से लोगों को रेसिस्ट करते हैं और हमें ये समझ में नहीं आता कि हम उनको रेसिस्ट क्यों नहीं करें. हमें लगता है कि वो गलत है तो हम रेसिस्ट क्यों नहीं करें. ये शेर उसी के ऊपर है. बहुत सिंपल सा है लेकिन कुछ बात कही गई है इसमें कि जब हम दूसरे की कमियां ढूंढते हैं, दूसरों को क्रिटिसाइज करते रहते हैं, रेसिस्ट करते रहते हैं उसके ऊपर, कि ढूंढोगे तो कमियां मिल ही जाएंगी. ढूंढोगे तो कमियां मिल ही जाएंगी. रब के बंदे हैं. रब का मतलब गॉड. ढूंढोगे तो कमियां मिल ही जाएंगी. रब के बंदे हैं, कोई रब थोड़ा ही है. English meaning that if we search, we will find faults in anyone. And simple reason is for that they are God's children. They are not God. And if that is the thing, why should we resist someone, or why should we find fault with someone? Thank you very much.
Beautiful, very appropriate. And time to begin today's session, the second part of today's session. So I asked Vetrivel to conduct a session on the lighter note, which he very successfully did. Thank you very much, Vetrivel. You brought some fresh air. Every day they have to come and listen to this Budau.
Thank you very
Budau
much.
means old guy, you know. So now they listen to a young guy. Not so young also.
सर एक मोमेंट मुझे और दें. एक और चीज मुझे ध्यान आ रही है लाइटर नोट के ऊपर.
हाँ जी बताइए.
लाइटर नोट में है सर ये.
हाँ जी, लाइटर नोट में ही बताइए.
हाँ, क्यों वो है कि रोज तक ताजा शेर कहाँ तक लिखूं आपके लिए. रोज तक ताजा शेर कहाँ तक लिखूं आपके लिए. आप में तो रोज एक नई बात हुआ करती है.
You need to translate that.
Means how every day I can write a poem for you, a fresh poem for you, because your every day there is a new thing in you, and there's a new thing in the program.
Wow, I tried. Thank you very much for the compliment. And every day there is a new thing in you too. See, the thing is, people don't realize it. They're so stuck on being the same.
Yes.
They're afraid to be different, nah?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Because a lot of people say, sir, then how will I get up and recognize myself that I'm the same person if I'm different next morning? So they want to recognize themselves, you see. अगर पुराना चेहरा सामने आएगा तो हम अपने आप को पहचानेंगे ना, अदरवाइज कैसे पहचानेंगे? So we don't want change because we want something which we can recognize and which we are familiar with. How funny is that? And then we say, what's happening to you? They'll say, so bore ho gaye life mein. You want everything to stay the same, and then you say that you're getting bored. How funny is that? But that's human beings for you. है ना, रब के बंदे हैं, रब तो है नहीं, बन जाएंगे एक दिन जब वहां पहुंचेंगे तो. That's about being compassionate with yourself. All right, so the purpose of these every morning sessions, as you know, is to generate positivity, learn how to find reasons to be happy, and then go out and spread this positivity to the world so that all of life will come to me with ease, joy, and glory. When I say means all of us, you're talking about yourself. All of life, not only the good part of life. That's why I always say, every experience is an opportunity to become a better version of yourself. So if you keep becoming a better version of yourself, one day you will become unrecognizable, you see. आप भी बदलते रहेंगे, you will keep changing every day. And the same person, you know, when people come and see you after 5 years, they'll say, hello, what happened to you? So today we'll talk about something which is based on what we did yesterday. Yesterday we talked about power. Okay? And I'm not going to remind you about it because I expect you to remember. What I want to say to you is resistance is equal to loss of power. Now think about it. Where all have you experienced it? Where all have you seen it in life? Even those who study electricity, they'll tell you something. If you're driving your car and you keep your handbrakes on, that is loss of power. Check out whenever you're resisting something, how much energy and attention is invested in only resisting that situation. So your power is going where? In resisting. Your attention is going where? In resisting. Where should your attention be going? कहाँ जाना चाहिए आपके ध्यान को? Our energy and attention, our power is going in resisting. Instead of that, what would be a better use of your power, attention, and energy? Anybody would like to say something about that?
So channelizing it in allowance?
Yeah, but when you did that,
The same
what will it allow you to do? See, as long as you are resisting, something is not going to be possible, right?
Yeah, correct. So,
Because all your attention is only going in resisting.
correct.
When we stop resisting, and like you said, being in allowance, then what will become possible?
So it opens up the field of possibilities and solutions.
To do what?
From the domain of whatever is the problem, there is a problem that is causing the resistance.
Right. You will shift to?
Sorry, sir?
Solution.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful? And you will recover your power because you will notice something, that more energy goes in resisting rather than doing something. You just write out, take your, suppose there is a person in front of you and you're pushing that person and that person is pushing you back. So that's a kind of resisting each other kind of situation. There is no movement going on. You're just pushing each other. Both are equal in strength. Okay. And even if one person is stronger, he will push you. It will take more effort because a lot of resistance is there. But both the people's attention is only in resisting or pushing each other. Well, what will happen if one person drops the resistance? The hands won't be stuck together only. Tuck, they'll go, and there'll be some movement possible. And you can take that movement into the direction of your goals and objectives and desires. And you will notice that less energy is required than is needed for resisting. And I want you to check this practically in your life. The theory is very nice. But if you check in your life, so the first question I want to give to you is, start noticing how much are you resisting. So in order to do that, I'll have to ask you another question. How do you know that you are resisting? Next. How do you know that you're resisting?
Can I?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir. In my day-to-day
Kunayan
life.
started speaking, so let him first speak.
Fine.
After that, you can speak.
Okay.
Yeah. With me, what happens, sir, that whenever I feel that I am resisting, I am observing that I have a certain point of view of a situation or about a person, and I'm not willing to change that point of view.
You are giving the reasons for resisting.
Yes.
Thank you very much. My question was different. My question was, how do you recognize that you're resisting? Like a doctor looks at your symptoms, no? And he says, ki ye bimari hai. How do you recognize that you're resisting?
I may not be comfortable. I may be feeling bad.
Yeah, and you may be upset, and now Suresh can maybe add a little bit.
Yeah.
How do you know you're resisting?
To protect our interest. You know,
That
like,
is not the answer to my question.
Yeah.
You're giving the reason why you're resisting. That's not what I'm asking.
Yeah.
मैं आपसे पूछ रहा हूँ, आपको कैसे पता लगता है कि आप resist कर रहे हो?
Yeah, I will explain my experience of how I am resisting.
Not asking you that question, sir.
Yeah.
My question is, suppose you're resisting.
Okay.
How do you find out that you're resisting?
Sinaji wants to say something.
I mean, we are feeling very much inconvenient with the person or things we are dealing with.
That is a symptom.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hasina ji.
Yeah, I was
and then Neeti ji.
I was going to say the same thing. I'm not comfortable with the person.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Thank you very much. Neeti?
So, two symptoms that come instantly. One is your body language, the shoulders stiffen, the muscles stiffen.
My shoulders stiffen?
Mine.
Okay.
Mine. And second is there's a start of an internal dialogue because somewhere I'm beginning to convince myself that I have reason for feeling this way. I have a legitimate reason for feeling this way, which is not exactly the legitimate reason.
And are you celebrating what's going on?
No, I shouldn't be. But then at that moment of time, it is natural to think that you're right. But somewhere your sixth sense also says probably you're not right. And hence the internal dialogue becomes even more powerful.
Yeah, so that's interesting, no? What kind of internal dialogue will be going on at that time? Notice if there's a blame going on.
Yes, normally.
Notice that there's a blame going on. Generally, you're blaming someone.
Yes.
So there are physical symptoms, like Neeti has explained, which you can recognize. Somebody else also said, I become uncomfortable. Correct? And the other one, the mental symptom is what? You're complaining and you're blaming. You're saying, why this is happening to me? This should not be happening. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? नहीं होना चाहिए. बड़ा अन्याय है. कि हमेशा मेरे पीछे पड़े रहते हैं. some blame kind of a conversation will be there, right? That's how you would recognize it. Because why I'm bringing this up, friends, is that we are blaming, we are in resistance mode so much that sometimes we don't even know that we are resisting. You're not feeling peaceful, that's for sure. So the moment you are able to recognize something, then you can do what Kunan was saying or Suresh was saying. You try to find out why are you resisting. Are you getting that? Okay. So we had two more people raised their hands. Bhadra, go ahead and say what you wanted to say.
I found I am diverted from my what I was focused, my main job. I was diverted by getting the resistance, developing the resistance with the other.
So you feel that when that is one way to know that you are resisting. Your attention goes from that.
Yes.
So what all do we resist? We resist people. What else do we resist?
People's ideas. If it is not aligned with
their opinions.
Yes.
Okay. What else do we resist?
We resist possibilities.
We resist possibility.
When we are uncomfortable with a person, you are not compatible or you are not easy. Like if a person is very friendly, you can share and make more possibilities. When you are facing difficulties with this person whom you are dealing, possibilities are very less.
So you are resisting the person, so possibilities are very less.
Yeah, with that
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, with that particular person. So in order to make it, you have to do something, patch it up with something else where comfortness comes.
Yeah, got it. Thank you so much. What else do you resist? We resist people, we resist their opinions.
We
also resist their judgments.
The real transformation and change.
We resist real transformation and change.
Yeah, our growth we are resisting with the other person.
Okay, this is interesting. Can you say something about that? We are resisting our own transformation.
You are asking me, sir?
No, I'm asking Suchitra.
Yeah, because it's like having to completely let go of the old order of and being, and you don't have something else in its place. So there is a void that has to be entered, and it's very uncomfortable. And the temperature of the body goes down, and there is a lot of, many uncomfortable sensations I experience, and a pall of gloom and doom. So it's like that. That's how I know that I'm resisting.
So you're resisting letting go of your old self.
Yeah, without knowing what is in its place. So just that unknown, just the journey through the unknown.
Beautiful. Now this is very interesting thing because many people do this, They're afraid of the unknown. Now I'm wondering, why would you be afraid of the unknown? Because the unknown could bring some positive things also. But fear of the unknown seems to be that something bad will happen. Have you noticed that? We want to be so certain that only good will happen, and we don't believe that good will happen. So we are scared of the unknown. Should I repeat that, or anybody got that? Who can repeat it for me? In the same words. Go ahead. Okay, I will repeat it, but I'm going to expect some of you to say it back to me. Very important point. We are so certain that something negative will happen. Okay? So when you think of the unknown, you're certain that something bad only can happen. However, something good also can happen, no?
do
The
not
unknown
want
might
to.
bring some very pleasant and nice things to you too. But we are so certain that negative will happen that we are afraid of the unknown.
We do not want to come out of the comfort zone.
That's a good reason. First, I said, can you repeat what I said? So that I'm sure that you heard what I said.
We are so certain that something negative will happen.
Right.
When you think of the unknown, you are certain that only bad can happen.
Exactly.
However, something good also can happen.
Yeah, there are very good chances that good can happen. And how many things we have resisted, which might have been very good for us, only because we are not able to, or we are not willing to face the uncertainty. Can you imagine a guy who will never get married because he's not certain whether he'll get a good wife? Unknown, isn't. That's why some people keep postponing. Hey, Baba, unknown area. I've never done it before. Something bad might happen. And we'll find all evidence, There's one guy who was refusing to get married to a girl whom he loved. And for 5 years, they were going around. Husband and wife, I mean, the future husband and wife, they'd done a lot of R&D about each other to find out everything. They knew everything about each other. Still, they're not getting married. So when I would ask the guy, he said, look, Deepak, you show me one happy married couple, I'll get married. I said, but you love this lady. He said, yeah, no, so let it remain like that, no? At least we love each other now. If I get married, love, whatever is there, also will go out of the window. I said, how do you know that? No, that's what happens to all married couples. You show me one happy married couple. So I said, okay, you get married when you are no longer able to do what married people need to do. Okay. So finally got married. Why? Because he was able to accept the unknown. So very good point that we resist change. We resist the unknown. A lot of times in life we know, we'll have to do things differently if we want to progress. But people don't want to do things differently. Somebody used the word comfort zone. I think Sirish. That's why it's called comfort zone. We feel comfortable doing the same thing over and over again. Very comfortable. Change means uncertainty, and we resist that. So that's another one of those things we resist. What are we losing by resisting? That's the point. Loss of power, loss of possibility. Okay. So for the purpose of this conversation, my friends, there are two kinds of answers I'm getting. One are those theoretical ones, Yeah, that happens to people. Look at the practical ones. If you look at your life today, day in and day out, there are two phenomena which are happening quite a lot. One is called resisting, and the other one is reacting. We are reacting more, and then we are resisting. Okay, so if you want to be powerful in life, if you want to be in charge of your life, if you don't want to feel like a victim to the situations and the people in your life, we'll have to first start recognizing where all we are losing our power. Therefore, we start noticing how much we are resisting. And what are we resisting? So as we go through our days, we know, some of you know what all you're resisting in your life. Like I used to resist people shouting at each other. And I used to get a lot of that. It's like God telling me, hello, whatever you're resisting now, I will give you more so that you can overcome. What else are we resisting? Many of us are resisting that people don't agree with us. I used to resist criticism a lot. So when I went for becoming a training, baap re baap, I was publicly criticized. Okay. So I asked my coach, I said, do you have a problem doing it in private? No. The reason you resist it is that you don't want people to know your faults. And you're resisting that. I said, yeah, that's true. So she said, how are you going to overcome it? What else are we resisting? We resist frowning faces. A lot of us will resist when people are not saying yes, yes. So some people have made a habit. Even without listening to you, they'll keep saying yes, 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 yes. Once I went to meet one HR lady in a company, right? So she said, Mr. Melvai, what are you going to do? Can you explain? I said, I will try to explain. I'm not sure whether you'll understand or not, but I will explain. So I started talking. Before I could finish in one sentence, even she'll say, yes, 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 yes. So at some point, I stopped talking. Still, she's saying, yes, 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 yes. I said, hello, what yes, yes? Oh, sorry, I was not listening. So people make habit out of the avoidance of other people's resistance. So what are you resisting? It could be overtly, it's visible to people, or it could be in your head. So what are you resisting? I'd love to hear from you so that you also know what you're resisting and what is draining you of your power. So go ahead, let's listen to a few people talking. I'm going to close this session exactly after 7 minutes. So your time starts now.
Sir, I'll go for first.
Yes, yes.
I'm resisting my growth in my life by by resisting to listen to others.
Okay, two things.
So, first of all, resisting the listening thing. So with that, I'm putting myself in the problem of growing myself to the next level.
Okay, very good. The fact that you can notice it and state it publicly is a sign that you will do something about it. If you can't talk about it, you can't do it also. So congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I know you'll do something about it.
Sure, definitely.
Thank you. Who's next? What are you resisting?
So I have 3 things to share. One is on a lighter note about Kuldeep ji's share about we being Rab ke bande and not Rab himself. So I just wanted to say, don't rub us the wrong way.
But you see, if you rub the lamp, then only the genie comes out. So when we rub, then the greater you will come out.
Yeah.
You see?
And number 2 is it's a scientific joke that the unit of resistance is ohm. So it is asking us to move from Om to Om Shanti. There is whenever there is resistance, I say Om Shanti. And the third is, what am I really resisting? I'm resisting the fact that it might take 10, 15, 20 years for me to reconstruct my life in the proper way, in the way that life, sorry sir, 10, 15, 20, whatever, it may take a very long time for it to emerge in the real sense, like with the solid. And I'm resisting that time, the putting in that solid effort day in and day out for that period of time, just staying on the path. So that's what
So first of all, Did God come and tell you that you will take 15 to 20 years? I mean, God must have come and whispered in your ear, no? Suchitra, for you to change will take 10 to 15 years. I'm sure he never came and told you that.
Okay. Yeah. So maybe
It can
I'm-
happen like this. For me, it happened in 3 days.
Oh.
For you, it's already started happening. You don't know, says it.
Okay.
It was happening early in the morning today also, around 6 o'clock. I don't know if you were noticing it. Don't worry, it will happen.
Thank you. Thank
क्या
you.
बोलते हैं मन की आंखें खोल बंदे, open the eyes of your mind, so to speak. Thank you very much. That was a great share you did.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
In my office, I have a person who involves whenever in my absence, if any customer comes, they come and try to convert into their this thing. So that is where I am resisting that person. So I thought how to stop that. Then I took her to next restaurant and I said, okay, let us forget the business. Let us start. What are you doing apart from business and all that? She said, okay, she is doing some MLM. Then I said, I've enrolled my wife under her. Then she stopped doing this and she started cooperating with my clients, saying that, okay, whenever my client comes, she ensures that is logged in my code. That is how.
Beautiful. That happened only because you gave up your resistance to that lady, that you were able to talk to her and find a possibility and come out of it. Wow, fantastic example. That's what makes you a great sales guy, you know. Actually, you're more than a sales guy, Suresh. You're a human guy.
So now
human guy being a sales guy.
She calls me sometimes, you know, how are you? You are not coming to office and all that kind of thing. It's okay.
I'm going to tell your wife.
No
you got
problem.
a new girlfriend now.
I made her to talk to her also.
She should not start resisting now.
Yeah, she will not.
Sir, sir, I just want.
Yeah, she gets some amount in her account, my wife's account. So
Okay,
she
good.
will not stop it.
Yes, go ahead, Suchitra.
Sir, Suresh sir's celebration and dancing video, I loved it, sir. But except I had the suggestion that he can replace it with healthy stuff. And then it will be an all-round celebration. That's just my...
Instead of the cakes and the samosas.
Yeah.
Can you imagine these guys having salad and nimbu pani? Anyways, okay, good. So thank you very much, everybody, for sharing. And we look forward to you tomorrow. In the meantime, keep noticing what you are resisting and what will become possible if you stop resisting and be in allowance to whatever is going on. All right. So all the best to you. Have a wonderful day. And we will see you tomorrow morning at 7:30.
On a laughter note, I have to stop resisting going to office, sir.
Yeah, you have to stop resisting going to office. Yeah. Sometimes you say, no, again, I'll have to see that same fellow's face today.
Raghu, good that you said after Facebook Live stopped.
He was waiting for me to stop that.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Sir, one personal request. I want your wishes and blessings, all of us, all of you. Today is my birthday.
Oh.
Oh,
wow.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Dear Wet Rewell.
How many years of? I mean, how?
I will not tell you.
He cannot say
let the celebration go on.
Because of the next part, no? Many friends to
How many years laughing? How many years is laughing?
Thank you very much.
See, he's got a 13-year-old son. who is there on this call, maybe he will tell you, Papa, no, he is 70 years old.
70.
What does he look like to you? He must be about 47 or 45 or something like that.
Oh, 38.
45.
See?
Oh,
My
35.
reading is
Good.
accurate.
Good.